All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. After an encounter with a mind flayer that didn't seem to go quite like she expected, Liz finds herself in the wreckage of the ship that she was abducted onto. Paths leading out to either side, one to a coastal beach to our left and the other deeper inland. I'm just checking the high rises here to see if there's anything that we might want. Not spotting anything so far. I think first things first, we'll head out to the coast. And someone on the road looks like they might need some help.
You there? Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered.
I like the brain
In the
things.
grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Would I actually help someone in need? Psh, kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Just gonna get my cursor out of the way for a nice thumbnail of him looking angry as shit here. Let's try a dexterity roll. We need an 8. Oh!
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Put away the knife and maybe we can talk.
You'll talk. I can... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm, the light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things, somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
You'd better offer more than apologies.
I'm out of wine and flowers, so I hope an introduction will suffice. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Tell him your name and your story. I'm just gonna nod, actually.
The strong and silent type. All right. Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
You know as much as I do.
I suppose it's not exactly common knowledge. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
And what's your plan exactly?
Well, getting out of here for a start. Then finding anyone who knows about these worms. I need an expert. Someone who knows how to control these things.
Control them? Now we're talking, dude. Good luck in your search. No, I need to get moving. You can take shelter at my camp. And I need company for the road. Why not come with me?
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
On a personal level, he gives me both the heebies and the jeebies. But that's okay. So he has a cunning action because he's a rogue. We know all about that from our adventures with Sam. We'll just take a quick second And get his bar the way I like it. Perfect. So, the party grows bigger. That's his pod he landed in. A boar on the road. Presumably the boar he was talking about. Observe and see what the boar does. I don't think I would help it. Squee! Okay, it vanished. The boar was up to something no good. And it just disappeared. This path leads back into the ship. Another intellect devourer sitting here. If you don't slay those fishermen the way we did, they end up over here trying to get to help. Hey, Astarion, can you... Wonderful! Ooh, a leather helmet. How's that look with horns, I wonder? +1 to dexterity saving throws? Fuck yeah, dude. Can you hide it like in the first game? Or like in Divinity, excuse me. I just don't know, dude. It kind of feels like it clashes with my whole look I got here, but all right. We'll go. Okay, that's not my ponytail sticking through. That's a horn. Okay. But you know what? Let's cover up Astarion's hair. I don't want to look at it anymore. He can have this thing. I'll continue on looking beautiful. There is something down here as well, if we have the snuff to detect it. This game is constantly rolling your perception checks, constantly rolling your nature checks, religion checks, history checks, and when you get to an area...
Nice view.
Well, we failed, so I guess I won't be getting whatever that is. And that's how I'm going to approach all of our decisions. There are areas where ambushes are made in the game against us. I'm not going to use my prior knowledge to our advantage unless our characters are able to pass that check. Just in case anyone was wondering how we were going to tackle those situations. On the other side of the wreckage, the dead mind flayer laying there. Some dead goblin bodies are along on the road. Some more potions, cleavers, bows. Oh. Oh, it was a bone. I thought it was actually something useful. And a fast travel point right here.
You're alive. That's unexpected. Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An intellect devourer nibbling at your ear. Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
He seems nice. Where did you appear from? No, I'm going to say hi. You were on the ship as well, I presume.
The very same. A traumatizing experience, if an instructive one.
Would using Shadowheart's ability to add a D4 be cheating? No. If it's a spell that can buff us in the game, I think that's fine. By trauma, I suppose you mean the thing they put into my eye. No, I'm going to say an instructive one. What makes you say that?
Nautiloids are incredibly rare vessels, a mind flayer colony's most guarded secret, and a gift pack's greatest prize. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you?
I'm better than a wizard. I'm a warlock.
There's a gust of weave about you, but it's a mere breeze. I need a tempest. It'll have to wait. The primary need is a healer. I take it you recall the insertion of the parasite?
That's my business, not yours.
Gotcha. Private. Nothing to do with me. And yet... Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it'll turn us into mind flayers? A process known as ceremorphosis? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric, maybe?
Look, is this a conversation or an interrogation here, bud?
Just trying to figure out where we stand. Conclusion? Nowhere. You and I are in a whole lot of trouble. We need help, and I'm not sure where we'll find it in this wilderness. How about we embark on a quest for a healer together?
Okay. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. Then, without further ado, let's be off. Besides, looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. Pleasure, madam.
He's so charismatic.
Is it indeed? We'll see.
I kind of wish he noticed we had a vampire in the party and then was just like, oh, excuse me, what is the story? And I have no idea. Weird, dude. Weird. Okay. So, do we go back for our patented fog cloud technique? Perhaps we will. However, let's get the basics under wraps here. Mage armor. Feather fall. You never know when you need a good feather fall. I could not, for the life of me, throughout the entirety of Sam's playthrough, I could not get Thunder Wave to work. It never did anything that I wanted it to. I tried it maybe 8 times, and every time it did nothing. I love the idea of it. I love the way it looks. I love it when it works against my group, which is the only way I've seen it work. But unfortunately, I'm not going to pick it up, sadly. Sleep could be very strong. We already know Grease is insanely powerful. Let's pick up Ray of Sickness. Let's leave behind the strategy of yesteryear and focus on a... where are my cantrips? Chosen... Magic Missile never misses, right? Spells of first level and above require a slot to cast. So, let's take Magic Missile. And... we don't have a charm person, but I don't know if we need one. Expeditious Retreat might be good. Familiar might be good. I like the idea of our wizard having just a little bro that he hangs out with. Very well. I noticed Witch Bolt was put on here. And we lost the Ray of Sickness. (1d4 force. Creates 3 darts, each dealing 1d4. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go with that. So, we have our first full party. Will it be the group that we keep with us throughout the run? We shall see. We shall see. I think before I move too far forward here, that we'll come up to this nice clearing, get everyone together, and go on a nice camp. Yes, I know, we haven't done our short rest yet. I'm fully aware. I just want everyone to get settled in. I can add some more skulls to the skull pile. And then we can go into the next encounter ready for any kinds of challenges that may approach us. Beautiful. What more could you ask for? Astarion just kind of sits up and meditates for the entire night. So, what can we do with his familiar? And why is it not on your bar, bud? What's that about? Did I fuck up? Like... Oh, I just saw what I did. I prepared these spells for the... Okay. My fault, my fault, my fault. Well, no familiar to scout ahead. However, we do have the fireball, which I am excited... Firebolt! which I am excited about. Let's remove the fog. Get those ready. And just kind of prepare his bar for how we may use it. Beautiful. So this is a spell. These are cantrips. Spell. Spell. Wonderful. So, what if we simply cast Find Familiar Raven? And we just kind of have this raven with us throughout the majority of this playthrough. Or he will always have some kind of pet. And with that raven, we can use it to fly around. You know, as the party is getting ready for the day and still waking up. I know we're not at camp right now. But we'll just say that Gale sent his raven off. What's the raven's name? Scratch. Scratch is the raven's name. He sends Scratch off to just have a look around, see what Scratch can see, and then report back to the group in a timely manner. So, we've seen a little bit of the surrounding area. We know that there's a group of people up ahead that are loudly speaking about something. And perhaps we want to be prepared if anything doesn't go our way. So as Scratch is still continuing to look around, Astarion kind of sinks into the foliage nearby and begins to make his way up the side of the cliff. Based on what Scratch told Gale, of course. And continues to stealth and just kind of puts himself into this position here. I think everyone else would be fine just staying as a group. So we will save our positions and go see what these guys have to say. And as we're moving up, we're just going to go ahead and cast a cantrip if we can get in range. Oh, wasn't able to do it.
As me, but I'm off the bloody backbone. But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Your ship, huh? I think that ship's an invasion force. You better run while you can. The only thing you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. Or that ship's full of poisonous vapors, probably demonic. I would stay away from it. We should have a good chance of doing any of these. So how would Liz walk into this situation? I think that ship's an invasion force. You better run while you still can. Oh, easy, dude. Come on. Yes!
Well, in that case, come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
So is everyone falling back?
I thought we had a fight on our hands.
Astarion even moved back. All right, well. Since that's been done, shall we see if we can get inside? Another save. Ah, the roots. The lovely roots. I wonder if I could burn those back, maybe. Just go up to the door, have a quick knock. I would knock, but then my dog would bark.
Thank you, Gimblebock. Everything all right out there?
I killed your friends and now I'm here for you? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Gimblebock, I actually don't like any of these. Because we don't know anything about these guys. So why would we immediately come in hostile? He's triggered some trap. He needs your help now. Another easy one, hopefully.
Oh, I told him it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
Well, well. Oh. Oh, well, this didn't go well. Scratch! Just goes straight for the eyeball. This guy can't see anything now as Scratch moves further into the room to get to safety. We start with an Eldritch Blast to this guy's chest, sending him back to the other side of the room, followed up by a misclick onto our rogue that is still outside. Hey, just so you guys know, there is an interaction you can do here. It bugged out last time, but you can shoot this rope. Oh, maybe it's bugging out this time too. Get out of stealth. Yeah, you should be able to shoot this, and then it drops this rock down to the ground. And that's like an alternative way of sneaking in, if you were so inclined. Now, where were we? Shadowheart goes in with a Sacred Flame. He takes 4 more damage. He just kind of holds his ground as he's then hit with a firebolt and burned alive. Not the warmest welcome I've ever had, but I could see why he would be upset, I guess. We'll just take everything he has with us and continue to look around this place.
No more prayers.
An opulent chest in the corner.
Who are those prayers for? Normally the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Ancient, indecipherable
Scratch?
text covers the plaque.
Oh, I actually don't like that we could see
Whoever
them there.
worshipped here must be long gone.
A looter's trunk. As we open this, we just see that it's stashed with glass, fine china, well-kept pieces of cutlery, and gold. So we can assume that the people in here are simply looking through this to profit off of what was at this church before. Scratch? You okay, bud? I took some food off of the table. We haven't eaten since we were kidnapped, so seems like a good idea. Some candles, you never know. And of course, candles aren't very valuable. I don't consider myself much of a thief, but you know, when opportunity arises. This ornate door once again locked. Astarion has made his way inside now. And he just kind of instinctively moves up and turns off that light and kind of puts his back against this wall here, is how I'm envisioning it. Ready for the door to be opened. Let's separate everyone's movement. Gale hang out over here with his bird. As Shadowheart pulls the lever and opens the door. Now, the party heard the big bang from outside, but Astarion hasn't conveyed what has happened. As the door opens, Scratch just kind of makes his way in and is immediately spotted by people inside of the building who came to hear what the fuck that big bang was. If you don't bother these guys, they actually hang out here in the back room, and we had a great fight on Sam where we completely beat those fucking guys up. Scratch immediately turns around and comes back to Gale. Let's see, and it is going to be Gale's turn to start here. Actually, Shadowheart simply goes back to the lever and pulls it again as we move back into a bit more of a fortified position. Uh-oh! Just pull the lever one time and try to get ready as we hear arrows hitting the other side of the door here. I'm trying to see... In preparation for the battle, Gale. Oh, can he only mage armor himself? Okay, I see. Gale sturdies his defenses with mage armor. Moves slightly further out of range. I don't think... I feel the need to do anything here, other than maybe take one more step back. Shadowheart turns the torch off to her left and step back into the middle of the room as more arrows still hit the side of the door. Scratch moves back to safety. We're just gonna keep him over here. As the unmistakable bonk of wood against wood hits the other side, we know that there are two enemies on the other side of the door. As Gale enters stealth on the far side. And Liz enters stealth on the stairs. we are going to cast Blessing of the Trickster. Oh, can I not do that on her either? Grant another creature, I see. Let's move back up to the door, actually. Let's set up a little bit of an ambush here. Everyone should be in stealth. The only one who is not right now is Scratch. Arrow's still pelting the other side. Scratch just kind of gets a little bit closer to the ground and makes his way behind a pillar for safety. Have they broken the door? Oh, okay. So, stealth's busted in this game. And because they can't sense anyone on the other side of the door, they just stop. So, here's what we'll do. Just make a little noise. Door's about to give. There it is. It shatters. The wood breaks apart. And Gale finds himself the only one that the enemies can see as they are potentially moving through this door here. I'm going to cast a fireball on the guy in the back. A fire bolt on the one in the back. He's now standing in fire and burning a little bit, as Gale very quickly moves out of view of the enemy. You're doing great, Scratch. And she has noticed Shadowheart to one side. Cast a spell in melee range. That spell misses. That mace, even though he went for the biggest attack I've ever seen, doesn't connect either. And now these guys are walking into the trap that we have laid for them. We're going to cast another firebolt on the back of the adventurer that moved up first. It does not land. Shadowheart responds with a quick swing of the mace just past his face. And then Liz on the stairs. With the Eldritch Blast to the side, taking him off of his feet momentarily. Most enemies now clumped up in the doorway as they seem to be a little bit backed up trying to move through here. She literally just killed her own friend. Unfortunately for us, that revealed Astarion's position. And I don't think that was intentional. I don't know why the fuck she did that. But we're going to hit her with a really nice frost ray here. Which actually takes her off of her feet. This will be a great opportunity for a nice melee attack with Shadowheart. She continues to hold the door. If I have a view, I'm going to hit this guy with a hex. I didn't know there were so many hexes. I should do a charisma hex, right? Impart disadvantage on ability checks using charisma, because this does charisma damage? Is that... Am I stupid? Okay, if I do a strength check, does that increase his chance to fall down if I knock him back? Here, I know how to solve this problem. Just shoot him. Easy. Oh, I can do that as a bonus action. That's actually pretty cool. Barton, with 1 HP remaining, slips on the ice that Gale put in his path. And seeing the opportunity to strike now, we finally see Astarion swap out to his daggers and impale them into the side of his neck as he bleeds out on the floor before he dips back into the shadow. awaiting the next enemy to move in. We hear the small footsteps in the next hallway as a gnome? Torga? Is that race? A Drugar. Okay. Starts to move up. I think I'm gonna hold position here. Can we get vision of that? Oh, we might be able to. Holy shit, dude. Eldritch Blast is awesome. We're gonna hold the line here. An arrow flies next to Shadowheart's ear, aiming for Liz. The arrow does not land, and Astarion moves up for a sneak attack behind the person that just walked through the door, completely annihilating them, actually. And then dips back against the wall, waiting for the next opponent. Torga moving into the room now. Takes a swing at Shadowheart but misses, but does not spot Astarion in the corner. We can use this to our advantage as he runs in, daggers drawn, aiming for the neck. Woo! That was fucking clean! Oh my god, that was clean. Yo, what did you guys think of that commentary style? That was actually really fun. I kind of felt like I was the DM there. I really enjoyed that. Felt good as fuck. Well, we don't know why they were in here. We don't know. Well, we know why they were mad at us, because we fucking busted a hole down and then killed the guy in the front. But we don't know what they were looking for. Let's put it that way. And we haven't overheard. I mean, we know they're treasure hunting, I guess, but we don't know what kind of treasure they were hoping to find. It won't loot that. Why won't it loot that? Take all. Shadowheart, can you pick that up? There we go. Yeah, my inventory's full. We have even less strength than what Sam had, so looting everything might be a bit of an exaggeration here.
What do you need now?
Nothing. Sorry.
How can I help you?
All right, well, let's see what we can find. We should stick with our theme. Let's send in Scratch. Just because we attacked those guys, we don't know if anyone else is in here. We don't know what they're looking for. I really shouldn't have even moved our Warlock up yet. Hex gives disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws. Okay. Wonder if Scratch has perception? Holy shit, Scratch, you are awesome, dude. So he just does a quick lap around. He doesn't see any more adversaries. And he comes back to Gale to give us the all clear. Okay. So let's assemble. Hopefully there's no traps. And we'll move everyone through another quick save. I like Scratch. I like familiars in general. I think they're neat. Even though the party is locked, not everyone's following me, so I'm just going to come back here and wrangle them up. I don't know if it's because they were in stealth or what, but there we go. Perfect. So there was a lever that Scratch saw at the other side of the room there. This, by the way, is where you could come in if you wanted to enter this facility through that weight that we shot down. You could enter in from there. Rustic chest with some candles in it. Thieves' tools on the ground. And a locked door.
No lock, no handle. How does it open?
I see. No lock, no handle. How does it open? Well, we know how it opens from the other side, but our adventurers don't have any clues just yet. We entered a big library. Books everywhere. Chapel records on a, I don't know what that's called. On a stand. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in a tiny script. Grabian tipple. Ill matter. Drowning. Internal rot. Fever. A bunch of different causes of death. Another looter trunk in here. And a lever.
What did that do?
That has a skull as its ornament. It appears that that lever is what opens up the door. I actually didn't know that. I thought it closed this one behind you, which it does. Okay. So I thought that the purpose of that lever was to lock the person in here so that they would die. But it seems it has two purposes. A secret tunnel deeper into the building.
Wasn't built for the living.
Opulent chests on either side of us as we enter into a very dark area. Liz, our tiefling, does have dark vision, I believe, right? Yeah. So things are a little bit easier to see in here as a result. If we open this door, we see a very dark crypt. If we go this way, this door is locked. Let's see if it can stay locked for long. Astarion pulls the doors open for the party after like 2 seconds of fiddling with the lock.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
Armed scribes,
so
but no.
subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Scroll of burning hands, a quarterstaff. We'll take those. A dagger. Gilded chest in the corner. Another quarterstaff. Maybe Shadowheart knows something about this statue.
Juggle. I didn't think anyone worshipped the Scribe of the Dead.
The Scribe of the Dead. An entombed warrior. Heavy key. I wonder if that's what opened the door. Well, the place is full of loot. The looters were right about that.
Forbidden knowledge, without a doubt.
Forbidden knowledge. Book of Dead Gods. We'll take that with us. A little forbidden knowledge never hurt anyone, right? Let's see if any of our characters can spot something over here.
Something over there.
And that
Something just woke up down here.
is where our episode ends. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel and you would like to see how this plays out, make sure you subscribe to be notified when the next episode is uploaded. Take care, everyone. See you again next time. Goodbye.